Zephyrian sky was a soft violet, glowing with twin moons. The Galactic Council building stood tall, made of crystal and metal, its sharp edges catching the light. Inside, the great hall buzzed with voices from over 100 alien species. They had gathered as they always did to discuss peace, trade, and cooperation. But today, something was wrong. Lara Voss sat in her usual seat near the central circle. She was the only human present. Tall, calm, and dressed in the silver robe of a diplomat, she had learned many alien customs during her years here. Most of the council respected her. Some even called her the human bridge. The meeting started like any other. The elder of Zephyrian called for updates. Leaders spoke. Ships were moving smoothly. Colonies were thriving. Then a message arrived. A small Zephyrian messenger drone floated into the hall and projected a red light that meant an emergency. The lights dimmed, and a voice spoke. Communication with Earth has been lost. All diplomatic channels are silent. No response for 7 days. The hall fell silent. Lyra stood up slowly. There must be a mistake, she said. Earth would never break contact. The elder looked at her. His long, glowing eyes showed no emotion. We have tried all known channels. Earth has vanished from the network. A loud voice from the core empire boomed. Is this a threat? Have humans turned against the Alliance? Another voice joined in, this time from a Yalari ambassador. We warned you. Earth has always been unpredictable. Lyra's heart pounded. She raised her hand. Please, let me speak with Earth directly. I will get answers, the elder responded. We cannot allow special actions. This concerns all of us. If Earth has chosen war, Lyra interrupted, her voice firm but respectful. Earth hasn't chosen war. I know my people. Something else is happening. The elder paused. We will investigate. But be aware, Lara Voss. Many here will not wait long. Fear spreads faster than truth. The meeting ended with no answers. Whispers filled the hall. War, betrayal, danger. That night, Lyra stood alone on a high balcony, watching stars twinkle above. Her mind raced. Earth wouldn't just vanish. Someone was hiding something. She knew it. She opened her communicator and typed a hidden access code. It was an old one, from her days at the Earth Embassy. Most humans had forgotten it even existed. The screen blinked. Access denied. Another try. Access denied. She stared at the screen. Something was very, very wrong. She looked toward the dark part of the sky where Earth sat, invisible to the eye. I'm going to find out what happened, she whispered. Lyra Voss moved quietly through the dim corridors of the council housing complex. Her long cloak brushed the smooth floors as she slipped past patrolling guards. She was not supposed to leave, but she couldn't wait for slow council decisions. Earth had gone dark, and every second mattered. She reached a private launch bay hidden beneath the eastern wing. Only a few diplomats knew it existed. Years ago, she had helped design it for emergencies. Tonight, it would be her escape route. Lyra tapped her wrist device. A small ship appeared from a camouflaged panel. It was a scout-class vessel called the Whisper, fast, silent, and hard to track. She climbed in and activated launch protocols. Set course for Outpost Theta. Authorization Voss 47. The ship hummed and lifted off silently, shooting into the sky like a shadow. Outpost Theta floated on the edge of Zephyrian's system. It was an old station, mostly empty now. It used to be a listening post for Earth's diplomats before the galaxy became so peaceful. Lyra remembered it well. She had trained there as a rookie. As the Whisper docked, the station lights flickered to life. It looked abandoned, but she knew it still had one working terminal connected to Earth's old network. If anything was left, she'd find it here. The air inside smelled stale. Dust floated in the light. Lyra walked carefully through the dark hallway. The silence was deep, too deep. She reached the command center and powered it up. The old screen blinked, then static. Come on, she whispered. Suddenly a voice crackled through. Containment protocol. Oryx, locked system, unauthorized. Lyra leaned closer. Repeat that. Identify. But the voice was gone. The screen turned black again. She stared at it, heart pounding. She had heard two things clearly. Containment and Oryx. Her mind raced. Kale Oryx, head of Earth's security division. A man known for being cold and secretive. If he was involved, this wasn't just an accident. She needed more. Lyra returned to the Whisper and sent out a secret signal. Coded in an old Earth protocol no one used anymore. Only one person in the galaxy would recognize it. She waited. An hour passed. Then a reply came. A voice she hadn't heard in years. Lyra, it's Rintal. I got your message. Relief filled her chest. Rintal was a Zephyrian engineer and an old friend. Brilliant, loyal, and honest. They had worked together on peace missions before. I need your help, she said. I figured. It's Earth, isn't it? I've been hearing rumors. Ships disappearing. Empty signals. I found a message. Someone's hiding the truth. It's about Kale Oryx and something called containment. There was a pause. I've been tracking energy shifts near Earth's defense zone, Rintal said. Something big is happening. You won't like it. I already don't. I'll meet you at Relay Station 9. We'll find the truth together. Lyra ended the call and set a new course. The stars outside seemed colder now. Earth hadn't just gone silent. Someone had made it happen, and she was going to find out why. The Whisper entered restricted space just beyond Earth's outer defense ring. This area was called the Black Zone. No one flew here without permission, not even diplomats. It was meant to protect Earth's secrets, but now it was a wall of silence. Lyra sat in the pilot's seat, her eyes fixed on the glowing map. A cluster of red warning signs blinked across the screen. Security systems active, the ship's voice warned. Stealth mode engaged. She nodded. Let's hope that's enough. A small dot appeared on the radar. Relay Station 9. It hovered above a dead moon, hidden in a debris field. That's where Rintal waited. As the Whisper approached, lights flickered on across the station. Lyra saw a small docking bay open just long enough for her ship to slip inside. When the hatch opened, Rintal was there. He looked the same. Tall, with skin like dark glass and bright blue eyes. His arms were marked with glowing circuits, showing his engineer rank. You made it, he said with a half smile. And just in time. What did you find? Lyra asked as they walked deeper into the station. Rintal led her to a control room filled with blinking screens and humming machines. I tapped into Earth's old defense network. It's still active, but under a new layer of protection. Something called the Oryx Protocol. Lyra's eyes narrowed. Kale's doing. Rintal nodded. I found encrypted files. Took me hours to crack even one. Look, he brought up a video clip. Static filled the screen. Then a dark room appeared. Inside, Kale Oryx stood before a group of security officers. His voice was cold and steady. We detected a signal near the edge of known space. It repeated 3 times, then stopped. No known origin. No known language. It's not natural. We don't know what it means. But it's coming closer. The officers shifted uncomfortably. Kale continued. I am activating Containment Protocol 7. No contact. No signals out. No signals in. Earth must be sealed. If we remain quiet, they might pass us by. The screen went black. Lyra stared at it in shock. He knew, she whispered. Something's coming, and he chose silence. He cut off the entire galaxy. He's scared, Rintal said. And he's making everyone else scared too. Lyra stood. Her voice was calm but strong. This isn't just about Earth anymore. If other species find out about this signal, and think Earth is hiding a weapon or a threat, they'll strike first. We need to tell them, Rintal said. We can't. Not yet, Lyra replied. If we say the wrong thing, panic will spread faster than the truth. Rintal frowned. Then what do we do? Lyra looked out through the viewing window at the blackness beyond. We get inside Earth's system. We find the source of the signal. We bring proof to the Council. That's the only way to stop a war. Rintal hesitated, then nodded. I hope we're not already too late. They returned to the Whisper, setting course for Earth's inner defense ring, one step closer to danger, and to the truth. The Whisper flew low and silent through the outer layers of Earth's defense zone. The stars around them were blocked by a field of satellites and armed drones, each scanning for threats. Lyra kept her hands steady on the controls. One mistake and they'd be blasted from space. This field is tighter than I expected, Rintal said from the co-pilot's seat, checking the ship's scanners. They're preparing for war, Lyra replied. Cull's afraid of something. And now he's acting like the enemy is already here. They had left Relay Station 9 only hours ago, but everything had changed since then. Through a secret channel, Lyra had intercepted a message sent between two alien fleets. The United Systems Alliance was holding an emergency vote to strike Earth first before it became a threat. Once the vote passes, the attack will begin within 24 hours, Lyra said, her voice tight. We have to stop it. But how? Rintal asked. They won't believe two voices in a small ship. We'll give them the truth. A full broadcast, live, from Earth's main relay tower. That tower is locked down. Then we'll break in. They reached the edge of the Black Ring, Earth's last and most dangerous defense wall. Lyra's old clearance codes failed, as expected. Manual entry, she said. Hold on. She pushed the ship into a gap between two rotating satellite arms. Alarms flashed briefly but died out. They had made it through barely. Ahead, Earth's moon came into view. On its far side stood Relay Base Orion, a massive station used to send messages across the galaxy. Lyra knew it well. She had trained there in her first year as a diplomat. Now, it was under full lockdown. As the Whisper landed in a hidden maintenance bay, a warning flashed across the screen. Unauthorized access detected. Defense drones activated. Move fast, Lyra said. They ran through narrow tunnels, lit only by flickering lights. The station felt empty, like a ghost ship. But the hum of machines and red security beams told them otherwise. Cull was watching. They reached the central tower. The door was sealed. Rintal placed his hand on the control panel. Give me 1 minute. Sparks flew. He rewired the panel with a small tool from his belt. Then the door opened. But just as they entered, Lyra's communicator buzzed. A voice filled the room. Cull Oryx. I warned you, Lyra. She froze. His voice was cold, calm. You think you're helping, but you're only making things worse. We don't know what's coming. Silence is the only safety. You call this safety? Lyra shouted. You're dragging Earth into war by hiding the truth. Cull sighed. If you press that broadcast button, the galaxy will panic, and Earth will fall. Lyra looked at Rintal. He was already at the console. Do it, she said. He nodded and connected the ship's files to the relay tower. The data began to upload. The intercepted signal. Cull's secret orders. The message from the Black Zone. The final stage was live video. Lyra stepped in front of the camera. She took a deep breath, then began. People of the galaxy, my name is Lyra Voss. I am a human diplomat, speaking without permission, but with purpose. Outside, the sky above Earth's moon filled with distant ships, the Alliance fleets, preparing to fire. Lyra stood in front of the camera, the galaxy watching. Her voice was steady, but her heart beat fast. My name is Lyra Voss. I speak to all who can hear me. Earth did not abandon diplomacy by choice. It was fear. A fear born from something we cannot yet understand. Behind her, Rintal worked quickly at the console, syncing files and signals. Every second mattered. Lyra continued, her eyes fixed on the camera. Earth received a signal from deep space. It came without warning. It repeated 3 times. No one knows what it means. No one knows where it came from. But Cull Oryx, head of Earth security, chose to hide it. He believed isolation was the only way to survive. She tapped the panel beside her. Cull's recorded message played across the galaxy. Containment Protocol 7. No signals in or out. Earth must be silent. If we're lucky, they won't see us. The video ended. Lyra stepped forward. This is not a weapon. It is a warning. Not from Earth, but from the unknown. And we must face it together, not divided. Outside, the radar blinked. Hundreds of alien ships were in position. Cannons armed. Missiles ready. One command away from war. Rintal looked up from the console. They're watching. The feed is reaching every major system. Lyra knew this was their last chance. Earth is scared, she said. But fear must not guide us. We need unity, not silence. I ask the Galactic Council, stand down. Delay the strike. Let truth be the start of peace. There was a long pause. The broadcast ended. Lyra and Rintal stood in silence, staring at the screen. Would anyone listen? Then a message blinked onto the console. Encrypted. Council seal. Rintal opened it. A voice from the Elder of Zephyrion filled the room. Broadcast received. Strike paused. Emergency session now in motion. Lyra let out a slow breath. We did it, she said quietly. But the moment was cut short. A sudden alarm rang through the relay station. Unauthorized presence detected. The system warned. Kale's voice returned, sharp and cold. You had no right. Now you've doomed us all. Rintal stepped between Lyra and the screen. No, you did that the moment you chose fear. Kale's image vanished. The alarm faded. Lyra looked up at the stars from a side window. The war was stopped for now. But a new question now hung in the air. What was the signal? Who sent it? And were they still out there? The relay station above Earth was quiet now. The lights had dimmed. The alarms had stopped. Lyra Voss stood beside Rintal, both looking out the wide viewing window. Below them, Earth turned slowly in the dark. Above, alien ships drifted back, holding their fire. The Council had heard her message. They had paused the strike. But peace was fragile. A new message came through. This time a live call from the Galactic Council itself. The Elder of Zephyrion appeared on screen, his glowing eyes fixed on Lyra. You have stopped a war, he said. But you have also opened many questions. Lyra nodded. I didn't want to expose Earth. I wanted to protect truth. The Elder tilted his head. The truth is powerful, Lyra Voss, and dangerous. Behind him, other ambassadors appeared on the call. Yalari Kor, Silari and more. Some looked thoughtful. Others still looked angry. But no one spoke of weapons. You have been summoned, the Elder continued. The Council wishes for you to lead a new task force. One mission only, to investigate the signal. Rintal turned to her. That's a big job. Lyra smiled faintly. It's the right one. 2 days later, Lyra stood in front of the Council chamber on Zephyrion. This time, she did not wear the silver robe of a diplomat. She wore black and blue, the colors of the Exploration Corps. She had accepted the mission. As she walked forward, the chamber fell quiet. All eyes were on her. The signal is real, she said. It may be a threat. It may be something else. But we must face it. Together. She paused, letting the words settle. This time, Earth will not go silent. This time, we speak with the whole galaxy behind us. There was no cheering, no loud praise, just quiet nods, and a feeling of deep shared purpose. Later, Lyra returned to the sky. The whisper lifted off from Zephyrion and entered deep space. Rintal sat beside her, running scans and plotting a course. They were heading far beyond the mapped sectors, to the place where the signal was first heard. The stars stretched out in front of them, endless and mysterious. Rintal broke the silence. Do you think they'll answer us? Lyra stared ahead, calm and ready. I don't know, she said. But I think they were waiting for someone to speak back. The whisper vanished into the dark. Its signal now opened to the stars.